Here we are. Look, ain't no more hesitation. It's always the ones who invalid who trying to seek validation. Your excuses recycled, no wonder you feel like your time is wasting. No wonder you feel like you always waiting. It's all lining up for me, you ain't play your part, no wonder you feel like your time is fading. So I ain't got no time for these wanna be friends.
Man, what's good? Y'all tuning in to Really Real Podcast. This is season 2, episode number 10. And today, I got a special guest. The one behind, the episodes where my hair already is done. Joy. Introduce
What's up,
yourself.
everybody? My name is Laronda Davis with Just Joy Hair. And today I am going to wash, condition, and style Terrell's hair. But not only are we going to get into styling, but we're going to talk about what's next for Just Joy Hair and what I have for this beauty industry. So let's get it.
Best hair wash ever. If you're a married man, don't come up here and get your hair washed. I promise you. Let's get to it.
We're going to be signing up. I can help book an appointment with you.
As long as that money right.
Hey. Wife can pay for it too. How long has it been since I did your hair?
How long been since we had that apartment?
I mean, I moved out of there in August. So,
Well, I remember the last time you gave me. I think it was gave me some little pop smoke braids. I went too far. So how everything been going? What's your I see you teaching classes now. How that's going?
I just actually launched it, so I haven't had my first student as of yet. I haven't been promoting it. I've just been preparing myself to launch it, but I do have a few students that I kind of taught for free, just kind of giving a little free game to, and just to kind of see their progress and how far they went along with just a small tip that I've given them. It's been pretty cool, but right now I'm just extremely focused on just sharing my knowledge. Kind of want to duplicate myself. I'm tired of doing this. I love it, but at some point you gotta pass the torch. So
Right.
that's what I'm trying to get ready to do.
So you most of the time when you do my hair, we do braids. But what you specialize in is locks, right?
Yep, dreadlocks, lock extensions, wigs, crocheting, interlocking, everything about locks.
So the way you teach the class is it like a beginner's class, or is it a way like if someone feel like they already know how to do locks, can they just come and learn how to do wigs?
Yeah, it really just depends on what level you're at. So if you are a beginner, then of course you want to kind of start from simple things like how to part the hair, how to section the hair, how to retwist, what type of products to use, just the basics. But if you already kind of know, even if you are advanced, you still don't hurt to kind of learn how to do something from another person's perspective. Because when I took a couple of courses, I felt like I already knew what to do going in it, and I really wasn't that receptive at first of like trying to listen to somebody tell me what to do, because I felt like I already knew. But once I started paying attention and kind of humble myself and realized like we literally learn something new every day, then I really grasped what the guy was teaching me, and now I'm ready to teach. So I think it's really just about where you at and how much you really learn.
So how long have you been doing it, even before you start learning new things? How long? You've been doing my hair since like 2016, but
Yeah.
how long have you been a stylist?
I've been a stylist since I was 10 years old. But professionally, I would say since 2015. I went to hair school in 2014. I graduated from Paul Mitchell. In 2015, I got my license in 2015. And from there, I started like working full time, I'll say like 2016. And then in 2017, I launched my oil, let that run. It got in the store in 2018. From 2018 to 2020, no, from 2018 to 2021, I launched 10 other hair products. So in 2022, the very beginning of 2022 is when I decided, like, man, I think I want to teach people how to do that. Not only how to do locks, but how to create their own brand and create their own hair products. Because it's a very big need for more Black people to have access to Black products, and not products that start off Black and then eventually they kind of, get sold or whatever the process is. But just like real life Black products, and teaching hairstylists the importance of selling their own product so that they can, one, generate extra income, but two, make sure that their clients is using the proper stuff, using what you use at home. Use what you use in the salon at home, and that'll make sure your hair is the most healthy.
Sounds good. So these days, like you said, you launched over 10 more products after the oil. These days, you see a lot of people try to, launch their own oil. That at the most. Oil. What's different from your product than the people that commonly do that?
Well, my product is just that. It's mine. I put a stamp on that. I kind of created, like, in so many ways, my product created a standard. Before my product dropped, you really didn't see nobody with like herbs or roses or anything floating inside their bottle. And then, like, once my product dropped, kind of went crazy. Not even just in Arkansas where we from, but like literally all over the South. And then I started to see like a rise of like people doing that same thing that I was doing. So I would say just my originality, just me looking at something. I got that idea from just like watching it ferment, just watching it be in the process of in the works and stuff like that. And I was just like, I really like the way this is floating in the bottle, and I want to keep that like that. So I did it. But I think that's what separated me, just my originality and just my purpose in general. I'm a hairstylist, so it's a lot easier for me to sell a hair product versus somebody that's not doing hair and they just kind of, jump into this business. They will kind of have a harder time selling the product, basically, or like just branding it in general. That's what kind of set me apart.
I hear everything you're saying, but Lord, this feels so good. So I know at one point you had your product in stores, your oil for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of your other products in stores as well?
No. So right now, it's just weird. It is weird how this is one of the reasons why I want Black people to create their own products and just start working together, because when I started selling other products to beauty supply stores, they hated that because they was already taking advantage of me and doing things to try to get my oil to not sell. Things like creating a bootleg version or telling my customers that they ran out of my product just so that they can sell the version of theirs that they made that's similar to mine. So
That's so dirty.
it's very dirty, but right now they won't pick up any of my other products. So I have the stuff in stock ready for them to buy. They just won't buy it. And so my customers end up going to their store and saying stuff like, oh, well, do you have any more Just Joy Edge Control or Just Joy Pomade? And they'll just go ahead and say, oh, no, we don't have none, or she sold out. When in all actuality, they just refuse to buy it so that I can sell it. So, to answer that question, it's a no.
So you own for now.
Yeah. Basically. Make sure they know this is my shampoo that I am using to wash your hair. It's my Intense Hydration Shampoo.
It smells so good. Got the minty smell. Whatever you used at first.
It's the same thing. Cause yours need to. Your hair just tangles up so much.
Try my best to get it. I be trying my best to maintain it. I got a question I can ask you, like, before. I was gonna save the next question before we got in the chair, but I have a issue of, like, I have other people that do my hair and they do a good job, but it be the pain.
It be the what?
The pain that gets me.
Oh.
And one thing I noticed about you that every time you do my hair, I feel no pain. Like, I don't even, like how you just said, my hair tangles up so fast. And there be other stylist issues, like detangling my hair, you know what I'm saying? It's painful when they do it. And I try to, like, understand that, oh, it's your fault you're not taking care of your hair. But I'm like, Joy does my hair at the worst. And I feel no pain. Why do you think that is?
Well, one, it's about the product that you use, for sure. And two, it's about the familiarity with the hair. Like, if you're not that familiar with the way hair feels in your hands, or familiar with the way it feels when someone else is doing your hair, then you really won't have that willpower to kind of give someone that same service. For me, I'm very tender-headed. So when I go about doing people's hair, I think about how I would want the stylist to be touching my scalp and grabbing on my hair. And so I do that same thing. And also, everybody's pain tolerance and level is different. So I always start off real soft, and I always have somebody that tell me, like, if I'm doing like this, somebody will say, oh, you can go ahead and scratch in my hair. Like, you ain't doing it too light. You can kind of toughen up a little bit. So being able to have that, you know, tension levels when you go in it with a client is very important. You don't have to always dig deep in the person's hair to make them feel like, oh, you're doing something, because really you ain't doing nothing but putting all of your weight and energy on that person, and it's not pleasant energy at that. It's kind of like you stressed out, so you putting all your stress in my head, but I'm at peace with myself, so it kind of goes with, you know, how I do hair as well.
Season point off right there. Man, I'm gonna start. How people do my hair, I'm gonna start. Hey, are you at peace?
Hey, it matters.
Yeah, it looks good when y'all finish. Don't get me wrong. I don't want nobody to feel no type of way. But shit, that process, I shouldn't have to. My mama, when she do my sister hair in the morning, my sister be screaming, and my mama be telling her, "But you gonna be so pretty." I'm like, man, man, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, no, it don't require that.
Yeah. So make sure y'all get some of these products. If y'all don't know what products y'all using.
Yeah, so that you won't be having a hard time detangling your client hair and getting causing them unnecessary pain because you're trying to be cheap, going in Family Dollar buying shampoo, or going in the beauty supply stores buying shampoo that's not good for your client, not good for you. And if anything, if you're a hairstylist, you're supposed to be using professional products anyhow. So you're not supposed to be buying nothing out of those stores for your clients anyway.
You know, I saw an episode have you ever seen the show, what's it called? Colin in Black and White. It's about Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So he's mixed. And, you know, he wanted to get his hair braided. And there's one scene where he got his hair braided and he was in pain the whole time. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't even play sports because his head was hurting. And then his mom took him to, that's when like a little black girl at the school did his hair. Mm-hmm. Then his mom took him to somewhere else to get his hair done. Because the girl was telling him, well, with your type of hair, I got to braid your hair tight. Or I got to, because you got this type of hair, you know, be mixed.
And that ain't true either.
Right, because the next lady that did his hair was like, I don't know, you just got to get some of these products. And grabbed a few products, and she was doing his hair. He was able to eat while she was doing it, and watch TV, watch 106 in Park, and all that, and he felt good. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to keep his hair for a little while. So I definitely seen that, and people always tell me I got like a real good grain of hair. I definitely think it'd be the products.
Yeah, products definitely matter. If you're using, especially with the hair type, hair texture and type, that's why you see a lot of mixed kids struggle because their parents, especially if their parents are white, they're using stuff for straighter hair when their hair has a curl texture or pattern to it. So if you're not using something that's supposed to break down and soften that pattern, then you're not doing nothing but putting stuff in the hair that's actually going to draw it up and dry it out. Right. So that matters, especially like the hair texture and type with what you're using. Like the whole time I was shampooing your hair, I couldn't even really comb through it, but now I'll just put some conditioner on it and I'm able to, kind of work my hands through it.
Yeah. How important is the step when it comes to washing hair? Because, I've been down here already for like, I don't know how long, but it's like most people wash my hair in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I be in the chair.
So it technically it takes about 10 minutes to wash somebody's hair correctly. So if they're washing your hair under than 10 minutes, it's not properly washed. I would say that.
Right. I definitely don't sit under the sink for 10 minutes.
If they're not doing it that long, it's not. Now, don't get me wrong. Depends on how tangled up your hair is and how dirty it is. It could be faster. If you, like, say, for instance, you said, I already washed my hair. I washed it 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I probably would have did just one rinse with the shampoo. So it just depends on, like, the condition of the hair to help you determine, like, But I'm going to put a lot of conditioner, and I'm using a detoxifying charcoal conditioner as well, mixed with this intense hydration, just so that my blow drying and combing out process don't have to be like extreme. And because I use my own products, I don't mind using a lot of product to get the job done. I have already invested in that, so my clients get the best work from me.
Sound fancy. I heard charcoal, detoxifying. Y'all better go right and get some products. And where can we find your products?
JustYourHair.com/shop. JustYourHair.com/shop. You can also shop with me on Facebook and Instagram on my page at Just Your Hair or One Joystick on Instagram, but my platform is Just Your Hair everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
All that. And when this episode is done, y'all can see the process. Some of it. It's best you take those classes.
Yeah, join me for class, man. I'm gonna talk to you like if I had some kids, I gotta talk to my child, but not in a way to like belittle you or nothing, but to really learn you something, to teach you something, so that you can be better. If not, so that you can be good, and if not better than me. That's what I'm hoping, to kind of bring up some people that got their own swag already, their own style with doing hair, doing locks, whatever. And then you take in the basic fundamentals that I'm teaching and adding that to what you got. And then you turn it to a whole nother different type of beast out here. You not only do you have your own swag, but now you kind of adding the general standard for how to do locks, specifically locks. But, I'm not going to teach no braids or nothing like that because I don't do that. But I'm a braid to real hair because he my dude, man. But I don't do too many braids.
So don't come asking. Trying to look like me. Alright, man. So while she rinse the rest of my hair off, we're gonna use this time to give a shout out to Xavier Clark at Clark Prestige Financial. Man, what's up with the job, man? It's your boy Real from Really Real Podcast. So y'all know we in the fourth quarter of the year. You know what I'm saying? Top of the year, it's gonna be tax season again. Don't wait till the last minute. If you know who you want to fool with, that's cool. But I advise you to go to Xavier Clark at Clark Prestige. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he gonna do your taxes right, the money that you used to get, he probably can get you some more money. He know all the ins and outs, and also he'll get you your taxes quicker. Ain't no way you all the time for your taxes. Also, if you got some little bad credit in the 500, 600, whatever, then same person. Maybe Clark Prestige. Holla at my boy, man. Let's get that credit up. I got my hair washed, as y'all can see.
About to detangle it and blow dry it out, but before I get started, I'm going to use some of my Deloche Cream Moisturizer. It's for an everyday usage. It can be used for flat twists, twist outs, afros, braids, really anything. Just think about pink oil moisturizer when we was kids, except for this one smells 10 times better, and it works 10 times better as well. But this is just an everyday usage, something that you can apply to your locks, to anything, and it's gonna help with this detangling and blow dry that we need through it.
And it smells like Christmas. So if you love Christmas. Nah, for real, it smells so good. Like, I was just telling her I brought the product home, and it made my sister happy automatically because it smells so good. And she loved getting her hair. Well, she loved the process of when her hair is finished. She don't like it. Ain't gonna say she like getting her hair done. I'm bringing you one day, yo.
You gonna bring it to me one day?
Yeah. She not the run out the chair type crier.
She'll cry.
She'll just be like, ow, get the cry. Yeah, she'll cry. I ain't gonna care. But it ain't. My mama don't care. My mama, every time, like she ain't making no type of noise.
And see, I don't know if they looking at what I'm doing, but I'm basically kind of working this product in, and I'm doing it in a gentle manner, not pulling his hair. And all of this hair that's coming out is just dead hair that was detangled anyway.
Some of my homegirls don't see this. Y'all don't see me doing this and stuff like I usually do. That's no shade. I'm just telling y'all.
Learn from the best. And that's all. Take some little simple tips.
So you said, I'm gonna figure out the exact smell of this too by the end.
I told you that leche cream. It's like a caramel.
I know. I just want to
like a cookie or a
yeah,
cake or something.
yeah. I just called it Christmas.
Gingerbread or no, not gingerbread.
Something good.
Something. Sugar cookie.
Yeah, I'd say about more sugar cookie. But yeah, so you said you've been doing this since you were 10.
Mm-hmm.
And like me, you from Palm Bluff, Arkansas. So then you relocated to Dallas, and now you are in.
I'm in Baytown, Texas now.
Okay. So how is it gaining new clientele from places when you go to new places?
It's not hard. You really just gotta know somebody. All it takes is one person, and then the 6 degrees of separation is gonna apply no matter where you go. So when I moved to Baytown, I already had family there, and I had like a little bit of people that I knew in the Caribbean culture, and with me doing locks, for me to go out there where Caribbean people are located, it just made it a lot easier. So now the clientele that I have out there is more of a wig and a specialty clientele. So when I'm out there, I'm more so combining people's locks and doing like specialty work. Because regular like retwists and styles and stuff like that, there's plenty of people that can do that. So I had to learn how to brand myself to do what a lot of people have not learned how to do yet, which is the wigs and, like I said, the combining the locks and just how to repair and fix locks. So that's what I'm marketing myself as now.
Yeah, because you know, a lot of times you go in these barbershops with the barbers, they sitting there around just looking crazy, waiting on somebody to just come try them. But you know, with hair, it's different. It's more word of mouth. It's like when you first did my dreads and you styled them. You know, I got like 30. Who did your hair? Who did your hair? You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like you gotta know somebody. Did you know somebody when you first moved there? You already knew somebody that, you know.
Yeah, I had my family and my boyfriend my boyfriend now. I combined his locks and when I combine his locks, he have a lot of friends who have locks, and so one of his guy friends asked, like, you know, who did your hair? Of course, he told him me, and then I did his hair. So basically, from doing my guy's hair, I have combined 3 other people's hair in Baytown. So now I combined my guy's hair. We started his hair last year, so within this year's time, I've gained like 3 specialty clients from there. But when I'm there, I don't really look for clientele. I'm more so setting myself up to operate my business. So I'm really just trying to get from behind the chair. That's why I started the teaching. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired of doing hair. My body can't take it no more. So the best thing I can do is just share my expertise with people. Versus sharing my talent.
What is it that is so tiring about doing it for you?
Standing up in one spot. I have a pre-existing injury from a car accident. It's called sciatic nerve damage, where I feel pain on the right side of my body from my neck to the bottom of my feet. So me standing in one spot all day, I am irritating that pain, and it's just tiring all the way around, and then constantly moving your fingers and your wrists. And any hairstylists know the pain that I'm talking about. They know. It's tiring.
I also know you broke your fingers before in the past, right?
Yeah.
Did that have an effect on, you know?
For sure. Before I broke my fingers, I used to braid. I was really, really good braider. Braiding was my bread and butter. I did more braids than I did locks. But then when I broke my fingers, I had to heal for 3 months. And when I got back to it, it was like it just hurted way more to do braids than it did with locks. So I just decided to let that clientele go and strictly focus on locks. In the beginning, it was hard because number-wise, I was making 150 to 400 on braids versus 60, 80, 100, 150 with locks. So I had to learn how to make the numbers make sense once I switched over from braiding to strictly locking.
Well, that makes me feel bad. But I also feel special because I'm the one person she still braids me.
Now, if you got some like just simple braids like this, yes, I would do it. But like box braids and anything complicated, I'm not doing it.
Your women be asking for most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, lemonade braids and shit, whatever that is.
Nope. Not today.
Whatever those are.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So how do your most loyal clientele feel when you be leaving the city?
A lot of them tell me that they're gonna come down to Houston to see me, so I'm just waiting on them to keep their word. But they feel some type of way, of course. But one thing I know about being a hairstylist is clients come and go. And if you are a client, then you have to know that a hairstylist is going to come and go too. You're not going to start off from a baby having the same barber. You're very lucky to have that. And even if you do, even if you can say like, hey, this guy been cutting my hair since I was a child, you're going to go to other people in between that barber. So it's not okay to put your hair burdens and struggles on one stylist, because you can really hold a stylist back when you come at them with their energy. So a stylist can be like, man, I have this great opportunity. I really should do this. But then you got clients that's like, no, don't leave. Who's going to do my hair? Who's going to do this? And if the stylists don't love themselves enough, they will let go of a great opportunity just to continue to serve you. And it's not like you're going to pay the stylist more.
Right.
Or be, more accessible and change your schedule to work with that stylist. So it's like, hairstylists and barbers really got to just get in that mindset that, not even just hairstylists and barbers, anybody that's in the service industry just need to get in that mindset that clients gonna come and go, even your loyal clients, and they be the ones that you don't even think gonna go nowhere. You be like, nah, they stuck for sure. Them be the ones that's gonna leave the fastest. Let you do one thing wrong that they don't like. You've been doing everything right for 8 years, and then one time you do something that they don't like, they gonna switch up on you quick.
Having hair and dealing with a lot of people that do hair. Another thing I noticed about stylists is, man, a lot of them haters. Cause like, I done got my hair done by this person, and they still constantly wanted to tell me what the last person did wrong to my hair, and then got done by this person. They were like, well, they shouldn't have did this, or you should use this product instead of that product. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure some people say that and be right, but for the most part, it's like they just saying that so you can keep coming back to them. So.
From my experience, like especially with locks, almost every time I get a new client or a transfer client, they come in and try to tell me what the last stylist did, and I always just stop them right there in that track. Don't tell me what the last stylist did, because really I'm blaming you. You booked them. You should have did research on them before you let them in the head. You should have asked the right questions. You know what I'm saying? You should have vetted around. And most times people get their hair done based on accessibility and convenience. So if you have a wedding tomorrow and your main person is booked, you're going to go do whatever you got to do to get your hair done. And then when you go get it done, that person does something that you're not accustomed to, or mess up your hair or whatever. And then you go back and say, oh, well, that stylist messed up my hair. No, you messed up your hair. You messed up by booking an appointment at the last minute, going to somebody you're not accustomed to, going to somebody you haven't done your research on, and then you want to do stylist slander. And I don't like that. Now sometimes some stylists do be on that bull, but for the most part I always hold the client accountable for anything that's going wrong in your hair.
Right. You remember that time when I had locks and I came back, you was just like, who even did your hair? Like, and not saying that you were trying to talk down on that stylist, but I noticed I remember you once told me, like, you need to stick to one person, because the next person can, gonna do so much different that they could, ruin your hair. And now you coming back to me and I gotta fix it. Yeah. So how often does that issue come about?
All the time. Every time, actually. And most times when a stylist get a new client, they always feel the need to do something extra, or try to upsell a client, or feel the opportunity to kind of, like I said, do something extra so that you feel like they come back to you. Which in some cases is the right thing to do, because you want to show them like all the things that you can do. But in every case, it's like, if a client don't ask you to do something, then just don't do it, Don't just go in and freestyling on somebody's head just because you feel like it today.
Okay. What I was gonna say, Damn it, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say was, you probably have that issue more with men than women.
But like switch it up?
Yeah, because nowadays.
No, actually no.
Really?
Male clients are more loyal than female clients, and it's mainly because female clients can usually do their own hair, so they're not coming to you that often. Versus a male client, he's gonna stick to you. A male client really gonna be more faithful to you than his own girlfriend. Like seriously, they're not gonna cheat on their hairstylist. They may cheat on their boo, but the hairstylist, not so much. Not so much.
Right. Cause sometimes, you know what I'm saying, these females, a lot of, women be trying to, braid their way into a nigga life sometimes. Yeah, I twist dreads, you know what I'm saying? Just because they look good, you get these females talking like, I twist dreads. That's what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? This girl talking about something. Yeah, I retwist dreads when I had my dreads, and
that's end up in a relationship.
And you was washing beeswax on my head for 2 months. So, yeah, but that's good to know that the men are loyal.
Yeah, the male clients are loyal for sure. Now, again, but they loyal in regards to like just the everyday. But when it comes to like convenience, like I was saying, if somebody need their hair done at the last minute, they got something to do, and ain't nobody loyal in that case. If they really need it done, then I don't expect you to be loyal to me if I'm available and you have a need. I expect you not to stress me out and go find somebody that got the time to do it, because I don't.
You're not lying, because I remember I didn't get my hair done until the night before a wedding. And I had 3 girls on my head at one time. Yeah, it was dangerous. But one thing I be seeing you talking about is prices a lot. Because I remember you had an issue with people asking for wigs. You know what I'm saying? Wigs supposedly the new style, you know what I'm saying? Since all them Florida boys coming out like Kodak and all them. And they think, I guess they don't understand the process, and you don't have to pay for that process. Yeah,
wigs is literally a process of combining your locks, 2 or more locks at one time. In most cases, people combine like 4 or 5 and make them thick, maybe like 6 or 7. Just depends on the look that they're going for, but it's literally a whole process, and it depends on how long your hair is. It also depends on just your journey, like what was your maintenance style when you was getting your hair locked. It'll help me determine how long it's going to take me to do it. And also for me, I have to be in the right space, have the right energy, because it's something that's going to take a lot of my time. So if I'm standing up behind a chair with one client for 6 to 8 hours, then I need to be in perfect harmony and energy with myself so I can give you the best service, especially because it's going to take so long. But a lot of people don't like to pay that price. Like, they see the look, but then when you come telling them the price, they don't want to pay. But in most cases, they go online. They go to their favorite person online, the one that got 100,000, 1 million likes and views. They click their link and they go look at their price and they go like, damn, they charging $2,000, $1,200. Let me go see if I can lowball Joy. See if Joy can do it for $400, $800. I'm not. I ain't doing it. I want the same money that they got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, and if you feel like you can't pay me that much, then get on the plane and go book with them.
I know family members had that bad. Want you to do stuff for free. I have that problem with podcasts, and then they're not even reliable.
That's why I'm kind of glad I do locks, because my family, it took a minute for my family to, well, when I was doing braids and stuff, I was doing my family hair a lot, which it wasn't no problem, because like I said, it's 6 degrees of separation. So if I do my sister hair, then one of her classmates or one of her cousins or somebody that, she's connected directly to, I'm going to end up doing their hair. But then when I started like on a natural journey back in 2015, not doing any relaxed hair and stuff like that, a lot of my family members was like, oh, then we can't support you because we wear wigs and we do this and we do that. And I was just like, okay, cool, go ahead and do your thing. And I stopped looking for a family to be my customers and more so my confidants. I don't need y'all. I don't need y'all to bring me money. I need y'all to be my peace when I'm having a bad day or things of that nature. So I stopped looking for my family to support me in that way. But they do. But now they got to have locks or, want some natural stuff done. Because other than that, I'm not doing it.
Right. And locks take time too, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
What you gotta do. And then I know you do a lot of style. You was one of the first people that I've seen come up with different styles, like far as from where we from. And cause I had styles I still to this day never seen nobody with. And you do color, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do color. I know that's a process. Like, yeah, you gotta pay for what you want. You wanna look good?
Yeah, you can't be, well, you can, because, you're going to have some people that's starting off, like a hairstylist that's starting off. She don't really know what she's doing too much. So, she'll take a little pay cut versus, somebody like me.
Yeah.
I don't want no pay cut. I want the full price. I want the retail value that's on the ticket.
If you value what you do, why should you take the pay cut? And everybody else, you taking this pay cut, but then they ain't gonna do nothing but run to pay the next person more.
Man, he ain't give them a tip. Thank you so much. I didn't want my hair done like this for so long.
Right. I definitely get that, and I like how you kept bringing up the fact that you have to be online and your energy have to be good. Because who would want somebody that don't have their energy or they're not feeling themselves touching their head?
You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised. Sometimes a lot of people don't care about they don't care about that. They just want what they want.
I need love. I'm out here. It's such a real. It need to look like it was done with love. All that, because it's not gonna look how you want it if it's not done with love. It's probably gonna look how the bare minimum. You can see the difference. I can go ask somebody to do the same style you giving me, and you can see the difference. And that don't mean y'all are both not good hairstylists, and just this person is valuing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm eating on the go because them tables turning. Yo, I gotta talk low cause niggas sleeping on me. Nigga, I had to pause the beat because your lady calling. Nigga, I had to keep going when they hated on me. You feeling like a failure, nigga, welcome to the club and knock down a million times to ring the bell and show me love. Raised by your dog, nigga, there's nothing showing us cause I already won the war's the easy part.
Alright, she got me detangled as y'all can see. Blow dried. That's when I got some look here, y'all. Start the braiding process. Remember, this only for me.
When you tangle somebody's hair, you're supposed to be able to comb straight through it. And especially with a rat tail comb. If you can comb straight through with a rat tail comb, that's how you know it's properly moisturized, properly detangled, properly bleached. So we're going to give him the 4 nipsies, nothing too special. So quick and simple, because we both got stuff to do today.
The 4 nipsy very special. You do it the best too. I be feeling like, damn, well, I remember the first time she did, I was like, that's crazy. Turned to a crib for a little minute. Y'all excuse my tape. I'm gonna have to get a taper done after this too.
So we're gonna start with some Just Joy styling pomade. This is my product that I sell. I use it to twist, braid, lay edges, you name it. Shop this product. You want this look. You want these vibes. And it smells so good as well.
Yeah, it definitely smells. I'm gonna point that out. It smells good also.
The pro is the beauty industry is one of the largest industries there is. So if you got like a $80 billion pot, you can kind of get a piece of. Pro would be like the freedom that you have to do whatever you please, set your own hours, get to choose what styles that you want to offer as your service or your specialty. Um, the joy of like servicing somebody, having clients, having people that not only love you but love the gift that God has given you to give to people every day. That's one of my biggest pros we're doing here. I love to be a joy to my clients. I love to see the book before and after, how they feel once I'm done with, giving them a look. The con would be all the time that it takes. Sometimes you don't really have much time for yourself because you're too busy trying to please other people. And then if you're not knowledgeable of the industry, then you can kind of get lost in this industry, not knowing what to do, which way to go, how to book clients, how to keep a client, things of that nature. So it's really, the pros and cons really and truly depend on the person and how they choose to go about this industry.
Okay. So, what is it that you would like to gain from this hair industry?
I would like to gain the ability for us as a people to work together. When I got into this industry, I realized that black people are operating in all 5 levels of this industry in regards to making money. You got black-owned retail stores, you got black-owned manufacturers, you got black-owned hair schools, you have black-owned distribution companies and channels, but you got black stylists, you got black customers. But the problem is we're not working together. And so when we don't work together, it allows things like Asian people and Indian people to come in our city and open up a mega store and sell us products and things that we can naturally be using and selling ourselves. So my goal now is just to get us all to connect with each other. So if you have your own black-owned beauty supply store, then I want to teach you how to reach out to more black-owned brands like myself to put us on your shelf instead of you going out there signing a contract with this distribution company trying to sell the same thing that the Asian people sell in their stores. Set yourself apart and you get 15 people like me and put us on your shelf, and that's going to give black people a reason to come in your store. That's going to give black people a reason to come in your store. Right now, we don't have a reason to shop in your beauty supply store because, one, your products are more expensive than where we can go get it at a greater convenience. And two, you don't necessarily have a big collection of things that we like. So it always leads us back to going to the Asians, going to the Indians, when we can really be shopping with you. And that's with anything. I know a lot of girls who are selling private label oils and private label shampoos and everything, but they ordering it from Alibaba or they getting it from the Asian people when it's black people right out here in America that's doing that same thing. So if we as a people just learn how to work together, we can, one, take over this beauty industry. And if we can capture the beauty industry and change the way we see ourselves, honestly, any other industry will be easy to take over and capture. But I honestly believe as a people we gotta get the beauty industry first, because that's one of the biggest tricks that they have done to us, and it's made us think that we're supposed to look a certain way, and they changed the way we naturally do our hair and naturally wear our clothes. So if we can change that, take over the $80 billion industry that's rightfully ours, then we can really take over anything. So that's what I want. I just want us to work together, and I want to pick like one store, one entrepreneur, one black girl that got a store, one distribution company, one brand, one hair school, one stylist. We all work together and see how it can become a domino effect. So that's my take on the industry. I'm really just trying to take over this month and just rock it from there. We deserve it. We work really, really hard. We got everything we need, but again, there's no unity. So it's, for me, it's not about competition. It's about collaborations. And like you said in the beginning, a lot of hairstylists are haters. They don't want to come together. They feel like, I'm going to take their client, or I'm going to take something from them. But really, we stronger together. And almost anytime I've ever tried to work with people, especially people I know, they kind of came at me at their energy, like, they'll start off, but it'll be like, nah, she getting big, or she making too much money, or she getting too much recognition, so I'm going to fall back and I'm going to do my own thing. And that's cool, because I want you to do your own thing. But make sure when you do your own thing, you know what you're doing so that you won't flop. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they'll be getting good wisdom from somebody, and then they'll start thinking like, man, just think about a pastor. You'll have somebody, oh man, I've been called. So now, the pastor let you sit in the pulpit with him. You get to get up there, you say the devotions and you stuff like that. And a year later, now you ready for your own church. You ain't ready for your own church yet. You ain't learned enough yet. So that's what I mean by, when you get up under somebody's wing, take advantage of everything that they try to give you, if they try to give it to you. So that's really about it for the beauty industry. I just want us to work together, man. We need to work together.
That's dope. That's dope. So when what can people expect? I don't know if we already touched on this, but we can touch on it again. When you start your courses, what can your students expect from you, and what can they expect to learn?
They can expect transparency, to know that, I'm not perfect in this industry and we all gonna mess up. But they can also expect proper education, something that they didn't get when they applied to beauty school, or something that they didn't get from YouTube, or just from simply learning it on your own. You'll get knowledge. You'll learn the basic standard that I've created for locks, that I've created for clients and customers. And then you'll also get access to products and learn the importance of the business, personal branding, and business development. Just teaching you how to brand yourself and separate yourself. And with branding yourself and separating yourself, still teaching you how to move as one, like one unit. So if you in the braid industry, then all the braiders should have one thing in common. At least one thing. All the locticians should have one thing in common. So just teaching everybody how to move together, work as a unit. And of course, they're going to be A1 in their skills.
At what moment did you feel like that? What? You said you've been doing this since you were 10. Mm-hmm. What particular thing happened during that course that made you say that I want to change this industry? Was there a specific moment, or this was something that you already thought of?
Yeah, honestly, it was once I got my product in the beauty supply store, it was the way they were handling me, as if I was ignorant. They were handling me like a black person, like I didn't know nothing. They were bootlegging my products, just doing everything to keep me at the bottom. Like any moment where my product was doing well, the beauty supply stores were doing everything they could to mislead my customers. And I was just like, man, I just don't feel like a black store would do me like that. If anything, the black store wants you to come in there and shop, so they gonna be like, yeah, this my new product, buy, versus, yeah, this our new product, but we just created something similar. We ain't got no more of this, but this is just as good, so you should buy this. But the whole time they got a full stock of the good product in the back. They just trying to figure out a way to get you familiar with their stuff. So once I realized these stores don't have our best interests at heart, that's what made me want to change the industry. And also, again, like I said, once I started tapping into every level of the industry, and I'm like, damn, for me, when I started my business, the purpose of Just Joy Hair is to keep the cash flowing in the African American community. So everything I was doing was to be black owned. you know. But once I started working with the black people, I realized how much we are not connected to each other, so it's hard, and it resulted to me landing in those type of stores because anytime I try to get in a black-owned store, it was like pulling teeth. And I don't understand why when y'all ain't even got people coming in y'all store like that. You should be, you know, more than willing to put a black person's product on your shelf. But I swear it's not like that. They kind of give you the rundown in the hardest time when they should be the ones, you know, ready to help you. But most people want to start their brand and they want to, get in Target, let me get in Walmart, let me get in Walgreens. And when you start going down that road, yeah, you're going to make money, but there's a 75% chance that your business not going to be yours no more. And then you're going to have us going to shop, buying your brand, and you don't even own it. It's not even back on no more. But by the time it come there, you already got your branding off the ground, your marketing off the ground. They done cut you a $2 million check and made you sign a non-disclosure agreement. And then you just blindly got us out there buying your stuff, and really it ain't even yours. So learning that too, like I had plenty of opportunities to go that route, but I thought about it like, man, I'm gonna be like the fifth person to get paid at the end of the day. So teaching us the importance of that, because you got so many girls right now that want to start their own brand, and that's their goal. I'm trying to get in Target. That ain't the way. That's how you going. But if that's what you want though, because every business got exit strategies. You know, you ain't gonna stay in the business the whole time. But if that's what you want, then of course you go down that route. But that's not what I wanted, and that's not what I want for us as a people.
So someone who's not working with you, but they're trying to do the same thing you're doing, what advice could you give them? Like, what would you tell them to look out for in this industry and to be careful of?
I mean, if you doing the same thing I'm doing and you just deliberately, you got access to me and you just choosing not to work with me, then I would just tell you good luck. Because I just told you what I'm trying to do, trying to work together. And if you don't want to work together, you want to go figure it out on your own, I've already done the research, then good luck. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say.
True,
you ain't got to work with me.
I'm saying like people that don't have access to you, like people that's like somebody that's watching this from the East Coast that ain't got to you yet.
I mean, I would say the same thing. Just connect with me, and once you start connecting with me, then you will start to learn a little bit of something that can kind of help you put stuff into perspective for yourself. But if you don't watch me, then just find people that you are familiar with and just kind of watch how they run a business. If anything, reach out to them, send them an email, a text, a DM, ask them like, hey, I like what you're doing. Is there a way I can be a student of you? Can I study what you're doing? Can I come watch? Things of that nature. Just kind of just open your mouth. A closed mouth not gonna get fed.
Yeah, and got a lot of people that that feel like they got everything figured out already. You know what I'm saying? None of us do.
No, of course not. We don't. Every time you unlock one code, here come another one. You know.
So people definitely need to be teachable. Because even myself, you know what I'm saying, getting in this podcast game, like, it's a lot of stuff I didn't know. It's a lot of things I'm doing different now. That's the only reason why I could have just ran it up the numbers to episode 100, but I decided to say season 2, season 3, just so y'all can really, really see the growth, you know, and what I'm doing. Like, man, last season it was like this. Season 3, he doing this and that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting my hair done while I'm doing the podcast, like, it's gonna grow beyond this, you know what I'm saying? So, I definitely feel where you're coming from on that. When can they expect to see the, to look out for the courses and when they can sign up?
My courses are available right now online. But in the next week or so, maybe the next 2 weeks, I'll be well, I'm gonna say the next 2 weeks to a month, I'll be dropping a marketing campaign to where I'll be kind of strategically making my post and scheduling some stuff out and just, kind of doing a whole campaign on social media. But once I do my campaign, my courses will be a lot cheaper. So right now you can go in there and get them for the price that they are, or you can kind of wait and catch me when I have a few deals. But it won't be too many deals because I definitely want to make my money, and I know like a lot of people value things that they have to pay for. So when you get it at a really low value, a cheap price, somebody will go and watch them videos one time or watch half the video and be like, man, forget this. I want my people to go in there because you paid for it and actually grasp the information that I'm giving you. So in the next month or two, we'll be ready. But I am taking one-on-one classes. Taking one-on-one sessions for people. So if you want to you may not want to download all 16 of my techniques, but you may want a one-on-one session with me where I'm watching you and coaching you directly with your client on how to do a certain style.
And when y'all learning these courses, and I'm not trying to act like I know anything about hair, but I understand things about learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just think about yourself and what you learn, think about how you're going to make your clientele feel, you know what I'm saying? That you done got better, because it's a different feeling, like, when you see the growth of the person that's doing your hair. Like, man, I remember when she was doing this and then now she can do this, learning new things, using these different products. Like, her products like the moisturizer, just stuff like that. Having your client say, oh, that smell good, even if it's not your product, you're using it, you know what I'm saying? You're making your person feel good, like, that you're sitting down. Like, that's, if that's important, then you shouldn't have no problem,
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's always about the client. Like, I can truly say when I first started doing locks, I had a client come to me and she showed me the crochet method. Right. She was like, have you seen this? And I was like, yeah, I seen that, but that ain't nothing. I'm good. I don't need to learn how to do that. And that was like 2019 when she came at me with that. 2020, I learned how to do the technique. The following year, I was like, you know what? I really should learn how to do this because it'll simplify what I'm trying to do. Instead of me feeling like, man, I know what I'm doing. I ain't got to learn no new techniques. And one, my client brought it to me, so that means that's something she interested in. And then two, as a licensed hairstylist, you are required to take educational hours. Like, it's in our requirements to have this license to learn something new every year. Every time you renew your license, you're supposed to be and learn something new. So that's also the importance of the classes, because really it's a duty to your license that you learn something new. Because the little stuff you learn in hair school, that ain't it. They're not going to teach you how to really braid in hair school. Not black people. They're not going to teach you how to do locks in hair school. They're going to tell you that all hair is the same and, use the same techniques with every hair. But nah, that ain't what it really is. So learning how to do locks is not something that you can learn in cosmetology school.
And another thing is, all these people that be so worried about losing their clients. Like, I had this African lady one time that used to do my dreads, and I asked her, can she style them like a certain way that I seen Joy do before? And she was just like, what? Like, I don't know how to do that and all that. And that sent me back to Joy, you know what I'm saying? So, like, where you could have just, at least tried, or, or you found out how to do it and be like, hey, I can try it now, you know what I'm saying? You won't learn. You didn't know how to do regular braids before you learned how to do it. You didn't know how to do dreads before you
Yeah, people get complacent, like I said, they don't. But then it's not just the licensed hairstylist, because if you got somebody, you don't have to be licensed to do hair. We've seen it all happen every day.
I've been in a lot of kitchens.
But even when you're not licensed, you really should be on there learning too, because it's information that you're not you don't have versus, you know, the other person. When you go to hair school, they tell you everything about sanitation. Sanitation and hair products is the number one thing they talk about. But if you don't go to a hair school, then you don't learn that. You kind of got to know for yourself, oh, well, I probably should clean these combs. I probably shouldn't use this same comb that I used on this last client with this client. Or I probably should, you know, barbicide or use alcohol or wipe down the sink. Or that stuff that kitchen beauticians don't learn naturally. There's something that just got to come to them if they clean. But if they not, you know what I'm saying, you've probably been using the same comb on all 5 of your clients. And that's also for the client to, you know, to pay attention to when you walk in. For me, I got all my clean equipment in one pile. So whenever I'm ready for a clip or a comb, I go and reach for it. And when I'm done with it, I put it in the dirty pile. But a lot of, you know, that's just a few of the information that, you know, people don't really get when they're working in their house. But it don't stop them from being great. It's like an athlete that went to training camps over the summer versus an athlete that only practice because it's mandatory.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Good example.
So it's gonna set you apart.
That's a fire example. And with that same example, that shows who want to deal with you too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as far as businesses, I knew this guy that was like cold in football, but he didn't ever want to go to practice unless it was mandatory. And the Green Bay Packers came to check him out one time, and the coach said, "Nah, he's lazy."
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was a great example, great analogy. So, let's go into the future. You know what I'm saying? You retired, you're sitting on your throne, you accomplished everything you set out to accomplish. What would people say about Just Joy Hair? What can they say?
She stayed down. She really built that thing from the ground up, self-made. Just Joy Hair is legit. Just Joy Hair is a house brand, a name brand. You know, Just Joy Hair is goated. They can say all that.
I'm saying that now. Goated.
Just Joy Hair is the brand. That's the brand that shift the industry. That's what they can say.
In the history books.
Yep, put me in the history books right next to Miss C.J. Walker.
I was just about to say it. She took it out my brain. I was just about to say it.
Madam, not Miss.
Yeah.
Madame. Sit me next to her in the yearbook.
It ain't gonna be no braiding there for you.
Nah, hell no. No, sir. Ain't gonna be no braiding in. I'm 31, 35. I don't really plan to touch no hair. None.
Would you like to own a shop?
Yep, but I don't want to work in it.
Right.
Yeah, I want my shop downtown Pine Bluff.
Y'all hear that, Pine Bluff? All them empty ass buildings. One of them are gonna be Joy's.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be my whole like manufacturing company, everything, all in one. Downtown.
Yeah, it's crazy how much I want people to notice that about my podcast is this shit is Arkansas made for real. You know what I'm saying? for real, like she talking about downtown Pine Bluff, like, and that's what I set out to do. You know, give back to the city. You know, and the people I'm bringing up here, I'm trying to do the same thing. So I'm gonna need y'all to acknowledge us. You know, for real. Like, and it's not even just being cocky. It's not being, you know, we humble as they come, but you know, act like we exist.
You know, I had to learn how to cancel out the noise, cancel out the recognition, cancel out the likes, the shares, the comments, all that, and just continue to do what I said I was gonna do. Cause it be the times when you kind of expecting certain people to say congratulations, and you know the people that you waiting on, and then you'll be having the most randomest day, and then somebody that you wouldn't even have paid, their opinion wouldn't even cross your mind.
Oh yeah, for
They'll
sure.
be the ones that say, "Man, I'm rooting for you. Don't stop. I'm watching you. Keep going." And then you waiting on your best friend from the 3rd grade to buy your product, or your best friend, you know, to say something to you, when it be the ones that out of your view, that's watching
don't
you
get it
and want you
twisted.
to keep going. They gonna help you,
Yeah.
but you get what I mean. It be the people that you're not even really paying attention to that's paying the most attention to you.
Right. And don't get it twisted. When I say, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge us, you know, the congratulations cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it, you know, but that's not what's important. What's important is y'all get y'all shoulder off the other side of the door while we trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to try to kick a door down. You know what I'm saying? When you got access to open it for us, you can help us out. Like, you got to jump through so many hurdles in a city that has nothing already, and you trying to give them something. It shouldn't that be that many hurdles you got to jump through. Like, it
It
just
should be easy. Like we're literally building. It's like the city is an open field right now to like rebuild everything, and it's like y'all don't want a part of that. Y'all don't want to be a part of the rebuild. Like, we got new streets. Everything down there is new, and it's of the up and coming. You don't want to be a part of that up and coming for your kids, or for the longevity of the city, for the history of the city. When you reading those history books and you think about somebody that did something in 1953, somebody gonna read about something that you did or something you contributed to in 2023, 2022. It's the same thing. You gotta want to be a part of the movement to see the movement, really.
Yeah, and y'all get tired. It's like y'all complain about certain things and ain't taking the steps you got to take to, you know, fix it. Like, I hear like, I'm tired of, we ain't got nothing. I don't want to go out of town. We got to go out of town and do this. Man, let's make it happen then, you know. Let's stop being gatekeepers. And ain't shit there. the gatekeep, right? I don't get it. But when it comes to a nightlife, you know what I'm saying? Y'all eyes wide open for that. Y'all want to be a party city, or y'all want all type of businesses? You know what I'm saying? We got people cooking outside there, cooking in their kitchen, and having to, you know, have people come to their house and grab plates and stuff for sale. And there's 30 damn abandoned buildings.
Let me just touch on that. Even though we're talking about hair, it goes back to the collaborative efforts, right? You got 6 people down there that 6 to 10 people right now down there selling seafood boards at their house, right?
Yeah.
Y'all open up, y'all come together, y'all, all 6 of y'all got a clientele. Y'all come together, y'all open the building. It's 7 days out of a week. Y'all work out a schedule. Every 2 days or twice a week, you coming in, you running the kitchen. The other days, you coming in, you working the cash register. Like, if all of y'all come together and work together, y'all have the best seafood restaurant Arkansas had never seen. And then not only that, y'all ain't overworking yourselves, because it's by team. So this person come work the first 2 days, and you know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody start moving like that, you know, we can actually have something. But again, that collaborative effort ain't there. It's if every man for themselves is about, oh, I got the best sauce. Oh, I got my potatoes all the way done, or I'm putting more parsley on my corn than she is. You know, so it's a never ending effect. And then you get people like shout out to Underwater Seafood. You know, you get people that come in and they running their business right and they doing everything right, and they gonna open up a restaurant. And then now everybody want to sit and be quiet. Now you want to sell something else. Nah, y'all keep selling seafood, but go open up you another restaurant. You don't have to be just one. It could be 3 or 4 black-owned seafood restaurants down there. But the fact that nobody want to think like that, like, and that's a family-owned business, I'm pretty sure the people that's running that business, he got some people on his team that was like, yeah, let's do this. I'm going to do what I got to do to make sure, you know, you got to cook in your kitchen, or to make sure you got some waitresses or somebody to run your cash register. Like, you shouldn't see too many people. I shouldn't see that many black people complaining about not having workers when you got people that's right there in your industry that could be learning from you. If you got the location, let me come help you. If you bake cakes, I bake cakes at home. You bake cakes at your store, but you need an employee. Nah, I'ma rather just work at home and sell my cakes by myself versus I'ma go help this girl. Cause she may teach me how to open up my own store one day. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't move like that. And we gotta start moving like that. Like we can't move like I'm the only one out here and I'm the only one that can get it. Cause when you start moving like that, you're gonna let these white folks come in and take our city. It ain't gonna be no more vacant buildings that we can go look at. Everything gonna be sold up. And we gonna be pushed behind. And then what, you know? So I just feel like
Just another thing they're gonna be complaining about.
yeah, just something else to complain about. Oh man, now they just sold all the buildings. Well shit, y'all sat back and let them get sold. Cause y'all wanna work in the kitchen. Or work by yourself. Every girl that do nails. If it's 5 girls in the city that's doing nails right now, y'all supposed to be coming together trying to figure out how we gonna get a building. If it's 10 girls right now doing makeup, y'all supposed to be figuring out how we gonna get a building. That's how it's supposed to be. If it's 5 guys right now doing personal training, y'all supposed to be figuring out how we gonna open up a gym. Cause tell me, anybody that's doing their own business is hard. We looking for team members right now. And it's hard. And your family, they only gonna help you so much. Then you end up doing it by yourself. Because you got people that's in the same industry that's doing the same thing, but they don't want to work with you. They want to oppose you. And you gotta know who you going up against. Because sometimes going up against a person be the wrong move. If you can't beat them, join them.
I ain't got too much to add to that, man. That's for real. I agree with everything she said, man. Teamwork, man. Pay it forward. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I see it helping us. You tried everything else. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work. Why not try this way? You know? But I feel that she's on the last braid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anything else you want to tell the people, you know what I'm saying, before we get ready to close out?
No, I would just tell you to go to justjoyhair.com just to check out my website. You don't have to buy nothing. Just check me out, read my bio, just see what I'm about. Follow me on social media, on Joystick, on Instagram, and everything else is Just Joy Hair. And I just wish you the best of luck, and I just want to see us as a people just come together and collaborate. Slowly but surely, we gonna, make this thing happen. So let's do this. We have no excuse no more. In the age of technology, we can't blame nothing on the white person no more and say what they keeping from us, because everything is available. We have access to everything now, so there ain't no more excuses. That's it. That's all I want to say.
All right, man. I appreciate you, you know. And y'all see, like I said recently, I'm steady coming up here and I have my damn hair done, you know what I'm saying, on the episode. Now y'all got to see me get it done on the episode, you know what I'm saying. Body goat, you know, Joy. You know, she gave y'all game. She showed y'all, you know, she showed y'all the products. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm gonna get some of that little oil put on me. Yeah.
That goat oil.
She said y'all don't have to buy your products. I'm telling you, you have to. You know, you have to. You want to make your client feel good. You want to
buy my products, but you can also shop my contact list where I teach you how to create your own products. You can do that too. So instead of selling something that say Just Joy, you can sell something that say, you know, raised by Keisha, Keisha's oil, or Keisha shine, whatever you want to be. I can teach you how to do that too.
And no matter how you feel about, you know what I'm saying, somebody, she could keep all this to herself if she wants to, just like the rest of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? She can easily be like, man, I'm the only one gonna do this and get rich and do this all by herself, and you know, y'all gotta figure it out. But she getting this game, man. Let's get to the money. Let's do this together. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, there ain't nothing else left to say today, man. Alright, man, here it's finished. You know, this was episode number 10, season 2, Really Real Podcast. I appreciate Laronda Joy. I call her Joy. You know what I'm saying? Go to justjoy.com. Check her out.
Here we are. Look, ain't no more hesitation. It's always the ones who invalid who trying to seek validation. Your excuses recycled, no wonder you feel like your time is wasting. No wonder you feel like you always waiting. It's all lining up for me, you ain't play your part, no wonder you feel like your time is fading. So I ain't got no time for these